Famous phobias of a person. A number of person has different types of phobias or fears, such as acrophobia, fear of heights. Acrophobia basically is a mental health condition in which the individual experiences an intense fear of heights. Altrophobia, fear of heights. Altrophobia or acrophobia is form of a specific phobia in which a person has an extreme fear or of heights. The cause of this fear can be experienced from childhood of falling from a higher place or seeing someone fall. Algophobia, fear of pain. Basically, fear of pain. Algophobia is a fear of pain. Common people with chronic pain who may be afraid of their pain will return to get worse. And most people can manage pain related fear with a combination of psychotherapy, exercises and exposure therapy. The next one is hydrophobia. Most common phobia is fear of water, which is known as hydrophobia. Aquaphobia या hydrophobia is psychological fear of water, and hydrophobia a term used in chemistry to describe the chemical aversion of a molecule or a part of molecule to a water. The next one, aviophobia, fear of flying. Intense fear or dislike of flying. Aerophobia, relative few of other estimated 25 millions of Americans who suffer from aviophobia avoid flying altogether. Yeah, it means a large number of people in America which is fear of flying in aeroplanes. Agoraphobia, fear of work. Sometimes people are fear of work, which are such as meetings and relationship and social relationships. Therefore, this type of fear is known as agoraphobia, and if it defined as agoraphobia is an extreme irrational fear of working of the features such as specific task and social relationship or a specific meeting. The next one is apiophobia, fear of bees. When you have an intense fear of bees, it is known as apiophobia. This fear may be cause of a great deal of anxiety. Many specific phobia are a type of anxiety disorder. Apiophobia causes due to a type of anxiety disorder. Randiphobia, fear of frogs. Randiphobia is an intense and irrational fear of frogs or toads. This condition is a specific phobia which is a type of anxiety disorder. People with randiphobia might believe that the frogs and toads can harm the people. Next one is photophobia, fear of light. Photophobia is eye discomfort in bright light. The cornea allows light to enter the eye. As light passes through the eye, the iris changes shape by expanding and letting more light through, and constricting and letting less light through to change people's size. Astrophobia, fear of thunder. Some people have astrophobia. Yeah, they are fear from heavy thunderstorm. You have fear of this type of fear is known as astrophobia. Astrophobia is extreme fear of thunder and lightning. It's most common in children. Many people outgrow the fear of thunderstorm as they get older. But like in some conditions, people are not out of this type of fear. And treatment for astrophobia might include exposure of therapy, talk therapy, or medication. Cybophobia, fear of food. Cybophobia is defined as the fear of food. People with cybophobia often avoid food and drinks because they are afraid of food itself. Their fear may be specific to one type of food, such as perishable food, or it may include many food. A phobia is a deep, irrational fear about specific thing or situation. The next one is febriphobia, fear of fever. Sometimes people are fear from fever. Actually, this word derived from the two words phobia, a Greek word which means the fear, And febrile means the fever. Pyrophobia, fear of fire. Pyrophobia is an extreme fear of fire. People with pyrophobia may be scared when they see fire. Cynophobia, fear of dogs. Cynophobia is an overwhelming fear of dogs. People with this anxiety disorder feel intense fear and anxiety when they think about see and encounter a dog. Heliophobia, fear of sunlight. Heliophobia is a fear of sun or sunlight or any bright light. It is a type of specific phobia. Heliophobia specialty. Agoraphobia, fear of open places. Agoraphobia is a fear of being in a situation where escape might be difficult or where help would not be available if things go wrong. Many people assume that agoraphobia, a fear of open spaces, but it is actually more complex condition. The next one, aquaphobia, fear of water. Most of people are fear from water. People with this specific type of phobia anxious about when they think to see a water. They may avoid baths, showers, pools, bodies of water. Many people with aquaphobia have had traumatic experience with water. Therefore, in their minds developed such as a condition with fear from water. The next one is museophobia, fear of rats. Museophobia is an irrational, overwhelming fear of mice and rats. If you have mesophobia, you may experience fear and panic, anxiety when encounter a mice or rats. Xenophobia, fear of foreigners. In most of people in this country, they fear or dislike to meet and other country peoples. These are known as xenophobia. Epidiophobia, fear of snakes. Snake mostly dangerous types of animal, and most of people have a fear from the snakes, and these type of people are known as epidiophobia. The next one is ornithophobia, fear of birds. Ornithophobia is a fear of birds. Most of people they are fearful of the birds because they have a panic experience. If you find yourself staying indoors and avoid places with birds, a mental health specialist can help you. Treatment like exposure therapy can help you gradually overcome this fear and enjoy the nature. The next one is thermophobia. Some people are fear from heats. Thermophobia, an abnormal and a persistent fear of heat, including hot weather, hot objects, suffer from thermophobia, experience anxiety even though they realize their fear is irrational. Thank you.